Hey everybody, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. I hope you are doing very well. I'm doing good. I hadn't actually planned on making a American Truck Sim video today, but because we are on the release day of Microsoft Flight Simulator 24, but turns out that's a bit of a hot mess at the minute in terms of being able to actually access the game. So I thought rather than waste my time, I'll leave that for the day and we'll jump into some American Truck Sim. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Let's have a look where we are. No, that was not the button I wanted. I believe we're in Texas, aren't we? Yeah, Houston, Texas. There's a lot of Texas to explore. It turned out I've been in Texas before. No, sorry, that's not Texas, is it? Kind of looked confusing then. Yeah, I want to try out the new kind of areas as well. Maybe even go back to some of our old favourites. So let's try and find something nearby to us. I guess Houston. I guess. I don't think we want anything like massively. See, that would be pretty good. That gives us quite a bit of money. It does make quite a lot as well. Let's set it by price per distance. So that was the highest one. That would be perfect, I think. Houston to Arkansas expires in 13 hours, so we will get there in time. I feel like that is the one there. Cool. So yeah, it's heavy haul job. My truck is very well set up, I think, for heavy hauling. We've done a bit of a heavy haul before, so don't think that should be too much of a problem. What I am going to do, I'm for some weird reason using slightly different headphones this time, and I need to just turn the sound down a little bit because it's a bit much. Where are we? Audio. Let's drop that down to about 15, I think. It shouldn't really affect it for you guys because ultimately how do we get back to... There we go. Because ultimately I adjust kind of the sounds post and, in post. I mean, that was clever. What the hell did I manage that? And also didn't damage my car in any way. So I actually need to sleep and I actually need to get fuel rather desperately. So let's actually, on my navigation world map, forgetting I needed that, try and find somewhere perfect. Look at this. So that's where we want to go, to the airport. Oh, that's cool. But first off, we're going to stop off here. So it's literally on the way as well. So could not have asked for a better setup there, I don't think. But yeah, I hope you folks are all doing very well. I'm doing good. I wonder if you managed to get into Microsoft Flight Simulator. Hopefully by the time this video goes live I would have. I've been very much looking forward to it. I even bought a flight stick for the occasion. I got the Turtle Beach Velocity 1 flight stick. What security... How would I fail that security check? That's an interesting one, isn't it? Was a second security check. Wowzers. Yeah, the Velocity 1 flight stick. I was playing a bit of Elite Dangerous with it the other day. Might make some videos on that. I think I have to learn about Elite Dangerous all over again because I haven't played it in a long time. A good couple of years or so, I think, really. If not more. Yeah, no, actually, I've played it since I had a PC because on Xbox it's just not really very viable. They don't really update it anymore, so it's really kind of dead on consoles, in all honesty, which is a real shame because it's a good game actually. But yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff going on in it at the minute, and I really don't know where I am or what I'm doing. I've got a decent enough ship, and I've got a few credits in the bank and stuff like that, so that side of it's kind of sorted. I'm just kind of a bit like lost as to what I'm supposed to do, where I'm supposed to go in the game, which it is an open world game and it's very sandboxy, so you can pretty much go anywhere you like, but realistically I kind of want to see what the new stuff is all about and all that kind of stuff. So how do we get into this place? In this way? It looks like this way, yeah. Right, get some fuel first and then we sleep. So we had 13 hours to get to that place, so realistically it's an hour away. Let's see how much this will cost us to fill up the tank. I'm thinking 500. Wow. 576. Yes, buddy, I know we're tired. It's alright. I feel like we just randomly parked that in the middle of nowhere. Right. Let's double check this job that we have got selected. We've got 2 hours and 42 minutes to get to it. And it'll take us... Hold up. Let's actually go inside and drive for a bit. Oh, I'll tell you what I need to do. I need to turn my mouse off again. Do nothing where it's kind of interfering. It'll take us 1 hour 15 to get there, so we'll make this, no probs. Providing the traffic isn't too bad. Yeah, but I was kind of saying about the flight stick, and I got the kind of velocity one from Turtle Beach, mainly because it's got quite a small, what you would call footprint, I guess, in that it's a HOTUS design, so it's got throttles and everything, but it's all kind of in one unit, so it's not quite as good as, say, the one I had previously, which was the Cytec X52, which is like a separate kind of throttle to the stick and stuff, and honestly really cool. I loved that, but it I take it we're going left up here, but it is kind of, that was too big for what I wanted in a way, and also it was double the price, to be fair, and I think that, considering realistically I'm getting it to kind of play Microsoft Flight Sim and a bit of Elite Dangerous, I don't think I could justify spending £150 on a kind of flight stick. £75 was pushing it a bit, but I was kind of thinking of getting a new controller soon anyway. So I'm just using a generic Xbox pad, which is fine, but I kind of wouldn't mind a few extra buttons on it. Would be useful for games like this, for example, or you could map them. But I thought, yeah, you know what, I'll get something which I know is going to kind of extend my, the gameplay ability of playing flight simulators with a proper flight stick should not be underestimated. I remember playing Elite Dangerous kind of for the first time with a flight stick and being like, this is a complete game changer. Before I was playing keyboard and mouse, and yeah, it was genuinely like completely changed the game. I'm going to take off on the navigation that little marker. I think it's playing havoc with my delete pin. There we go. Yeah, I think it was playing a bit havoc with my sat nav. Trying to speed to get there, to be fair. Yeah, it was a complete game changer. The immersion of it, the playability of it, and just the straight up fun of it. And also, like, really did make you better at the game. The things you could pull off with your kind of throttle, your flight sticks, you could never do with a keyboard and mouse. Like, it just ergonomically just wasn't possible. So, yeah, really made a difference. But you know, kind of when you think about it, it was a lot of money for the flight stick, and at that time I was only really playing Flight Sim and Elite Dangerous, really. So it was nice to have, but it was a bit of a luxury, if we're being honest. But the new Microsoft Flight Sim does look fantastic. Hopefully it will play fantastic. I mean, you know, I've seen on the Reddit there's quite a few issues at the minute with it, but I think it will calm down, obviously. I mean, it puzzles me as to why they decided to do like a simultaneous release in all like countries, like a worldwide simultaneous release. I mean, you're kind of asking for trouble there, aren't you, a little bit? Because, you know, Europe and America are kind of going to be playing at the same time. I mean, if you kind of at least space them out by about 8 hours, you might have, you know, gained a few 100,000 or lost a few 100,000 kind of players, you know. So it's a weird one, but I guess they would have acted in good faith in the sense of I don't know if I'm allowed to actually do a left turn here. I think I was supposed to. No, I wouldn't have. Yeah. No, this is right. Oh, just pulled that one off. Just noticed the lights there. But yeah, I'm sure I'll get around to it. I'm planning on doing a fair amount of content on it. I think it looks really good. The careers bit of Microsoft Flight Simulator looks superb. That sort of more kind of guided element to it, I think, is very welcome. I did enjoy Microsoft Flight Sim a lot, but having something to do will make a difference. Right, so we're going to go left up here. Oh my god, we've got a wibbly wobbly guy. That's incredible. Can we just appreciate this man for a moment? Wow. That is super cool. I'm loving that. That's the greatest thing I've ever seen in a video game. By far. I feel very honoured to have seen him. Oh, we've got planes coming into land and everything over here. That's very cool. Houston Intercontinental Airport, did that say? Wow, they really... Yeah, let's go outside. Whoa, wrong one. Wow, that's really cool, actually, the amount of detail they've got in there. I was not quite expecting... I don't really know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. Cargo centre, sounds like us. I'm guessing it's here. Right, Little Rock, Arizona, that's the $166 an hour. Continue. We are taking a milling machine. That's the one up there, isn't it? Is that the one? This one? Or is it not this one? No, apparently not. Wow, look at the planes. That's so cool. Really impressed with that. Ah, here it is. Security geezer. Okay. Take it slow, attach it. There we go. Right. Off we go. 8 hours, 477 miles. We're going back to Arkansas. I have seen that they are starting to release some of the new redesign of California and San Diego in a kind of beta update, I think. So that's super fun. I will definitely check that out when it comes. And we are nearing the point of the Greece DLC coming out for Euro Truck Simulator, which also looks stunning. I think I will jump back into Euro Truck Simulator when that comes out. I was looking today actually, and I realised I'm only missing one DLC from it, which is the very last one, the kind of Balkans one, which looked really stunning, to be fair. Otherwise, I've got all the DLC, which really surprised me because I swear I haven't played that game for years, but I don't know. This is a big old machine, isn't it? Big old long one. That's for sure. We're going to have to be a bit careful, aren't we? But yeah, so I think I will jump back in. I really wanted to see the Balkans and that kind of thing. It looks absolutely stunning. And be a nice change from America for a little bit. Not that I'm not enjoying America, I truly am. The only thing with Euro Truck Sim is I'll have to start from the beginning, as I lost the save for whatever reason. I don't know why it is saved American Truck Sim and not Euro Truck Sim, but I did lose the save, so we'll be starting again. There's our friend, Wibbly Wobbly Wave Man. I feel like we've got to kind of go wide and then come right across. Yeah, that's perfect. Textbook. Yeah. Pecans, eh? Product of the year 2022, pecan halves. Ah, interesting. But yeah, in a way, I guess American Truck Simulator is the kind of like down-to-earth equivalent of Flight Simulator, so in a way, we're doing very similar things. From what I know as well in Microsoft Flight Sim, there is kind of progression, as in there are jobs for you to do, you earn money, which allows you to buy more aircraft and stuff. So, while I don't think you'll get to kind of upgrade them as much or tweak them as much as you will in ATS or ETS, I do think that that's quite a cool feature. Acceleration is leaving a little bit to be desired there. I'm going to come across it because we do need to go left. Okay, there we go. Awesome. I got a new pair of glasses actually a few days ago, which was quite cool. I've been meaning to go to the optician for a while. It wasn't a case of my eyes getting worse. It was just a case of my glasses were getting a bit old, and when it's like I found myself having to clean them more and more, but it wasn't really doing anything because they just had lots of kind of tiny scratches on them and stuff. So I got a new pair of glasses and a pair of prescription sunglasses as well, because I've needed them for a while but never really got around to it. My left eye was a 0.75, my right eye was a 0.25. Last time both were 0.25, but I don't believe that personally, because my left eye has been much worse than my right eye all my life, basically. I think I damaged it a little bit when I was younger, and as a result it's never not damaged it in any sort of serious way, but it's always just been a little bit worse than my right eye as a result. But to be fair, in 5 years my prescription has barely changed, which is good to see. So I'll be able to carry on trucking for quite some time. But the optician did say that I will probably find that when I'm reading things close up, I'll probably have to take my glasses off, and I have found that a little bit more as well. There's something about that kind of does make me feel quite old. That thought of like, well, I've got to take my glasses off to read this thing, because I am like short-sighted, so things far off are a bit more difficult for me to see. But in all honesty, like compared to a lot, I really do not have a bad eyesight at all. But I wear glasses all the time because I just used to find that I was getting a lot of like I used to squint a lot, and as a result it was giving me headaches, and I find that I couldn't get out the habit of not squinting. And it's also not a very attractive look, to be honest with you, seeing a guy just squinting all the time at everything. But I got some glasses, haven't really looked back from there. I don't think I would ever try contact lenses, they don't interest me really. It just seem like a lot of faff, and I actually enjoy wearing glasses, to be completely honest with you. So very happy to get a new pair. I literally from my old videos would be the pair of glasses I've been using. I think I've been using them for 5 years. It's kind of insane. But I guess in some ways it's not cheap to obviously get new glasses. I mean, overall it feels fairly cheap when you think about it. I've got 2 pairs of prescription sunglasses, and I definitely got the coating on them which stops the kind of glare from lights, which I didn't get last time, and I regretted it for about 5 years. So that was important for me to get that coating, which was about £35 or something. So overall I paid £160, which included the eye test as well, because they obviously had to do that, for 2 pairs of glasses, which probably it sounds fairly reasonable in a way, but obviously it's an expense where you're like, oh, got to kind of pay for that. My wife gets them for free with her work, so that kind of annoys me even more. She gets a new pair every year. I don't know how it works in other countries, but like you can get like cheaper glasses. You can get like prescription, I think, which will cover most of the costs, like for the NHS. But you obviously have to be kind of prove that you are deserving of that, shall we say? And I am definitely not deserving of getting free glasses. I'm not even going to say unfortunately, because quite frankly, I would rather be paying £160 and rather than having to I guess not have to have the opportunity to be able to pay for things like that is in many ways a blessing, I guess, and you have to kind of appreciate that sometimes. A lot of people often bemoan in this country about people on benefits, but I think realistically, you know, if you're going out there doing a job which you enjoy doing generally, and you earn relatively good money, you know, even average money, you can live a pretty comfortable life in the UK. Not extravagant or anything like that, don't get me wrong, but you know, compared to if you were, say, living on benefits, that isn't really the case at all. So I think you have to sometimes be grateful that you are able to work, because a lot of people who obviously are on welfare are not able to do that, even though they might want to. So yeah, you've got to kind of appreciate sometimes and go, oh, I've got to pay for this thing and it's expensive, but I'm in a position where I can do that, so that's nice. I don't have to make a choice of, do I eat this month or do I choose glasses? You know, it's nice, to be honest with you. Heading down to a rather nice looking forest, it must say. This is more kind of the swampy side of things, I'm guessing. Lots of creepy looking cabins. It's a really busy road to be living on, I must say. Supermarket just round the corner though. One thing I do find interesting, I think, about American kind of culture is the kind of supermarket culture. Like, it's kind of crazy, isn't it? I mean, Americans just think, oh, it's just normal, but I think if Americans came to the UK and went around our supermarkets, and we went to America and went around their supermarkets, it would be completely different. For what I've seen, anyway. I've never been in an American supermarket, but from what I've seen, it would be very different. American supermarkets, I think, are a lot more. There's a lot more processed food, I think, than there is in the UK. I'm not saying if that's good or bad, because ultimately, if you have 4 different types of crisps, right, or you have 40, I don't think it means you're going to necessarily buy the crisps. Does that make sense? Like, if you believe that crisps are bad for you, which I think generally, if you eat them in moderation, it's okay. But obviously, if you're not, I think it's probably more about the size of the portions, I guess. State football champions, eh? Wow. Yeah, I guess it's more about the size. Portion sizes, I think, are very different between the two countries, to be fair. Certainly, I remember, like, McDonald's in the UK being much bigger than it used to be. We used to have, like, the super size, and we don't have that anymore. And I don't know if that's the case everywhere or just in the UK, but we just have, like, regular and large. And I'm pretty sure large is what regular used to be back in the day. Could just be that I'm a bigger person now, so I don't realise that, but it kind of feels that way, for sure. It's lovely little details in the environment as you kind of are going through these towns. Just a little kind of, like, really, really nice attention to detail, I will say. Makes me really excited for the future of these games. You know, I've spoken in length before about whether or not I think maybe we'll get the whole of America or not, or whatever it is, but whether we do or don't, you know, I certainly think we're going to get a good few more, like, DLC packs, and, like, for me, like, that just feels like a good thing, because they do a really good job. I'm going to go to the outside in this particular drive, because it does feel like it's going to be a bit difficult, a bit tight turns. Right. Can't really see anything. Okay, I can see left. We're clear on the left. We're not quite clear on the right, but oh, we are clear now. Okay, we're good. Let's get on the highway. That'll be easier, won't it? There we go. So I'm fairly sure we're in Arkansas now, right? This feels very Arkansas-y, as somebody who's never been there in his life. It just, I don't know, there's something about these kind of the house stars or whatever. Let's have a look. Am I right or am I way off? Let's have a look on the world map. Oh, okay, we're right on. Oh, we're nowhere near it. Okay. Okay. Apologies then. I guess the kind of eastern edge of Texas is a little bit like this. I don't know which state actually Texas borders on the east, kind of southeast side. But I'm guessing this is very much what the environment is like there. I mean, because I guess in a way, like some states I guess are not that different, but some states, like Texas, has got very different landscape to Oregon, right? And there's a fair degree of skill and art in kind of making that transition fairly seamless when you are having to scale things down so much, you know. It would be easier to do if it was on a much bigger scale, because, you know, gradually, you know, you'd be a lot more natural looking. But I guess that there's a skill in making sure that you are able to kind of make sure that the landscape's on a gradient, I guess. It's not a particularly nice looking river, is it? Let's get back in the truck for a bit, I guess. Yeah, so getting back to, I guess, how my week was. I think I've had a pretty nice week so far. We are edging ever closer to Christmas now, which is equal parts exciting and petrifying. Work will, as always, pick up over Christmas, although it doesn't worry me. Well, it doesn't worry me at all, really. But it doesn't. It isn't as busy as, say, it is in the summer. In the summer, my work is like super busy. Do I have to stop here? No, they're not proper traffic lights. Okay, good to know. It's just warning me that there's traffic lights coming up. Okay. Trying to coast it and then see if we actually have to stop or not. It looks like we do. Because unfortunately it does take us a little while to get going again, so, you know. Okay. Try to get through these lights before they turn. Come on, we can do it. I'm going to get a ticket, aren't I? I escaped it. Oof. Oh, it's a crispy chicken. Very nice. I must admit, I drove past a Popeyes in the UK the other day. I did not realise we had Popeyes in the UK. I hear about it a lot through kind of American TikTok and, you know, kind of social media stuff. People loving it, but I had no idea that it actually existed in the UK. It was quite far away from where I lived, to be fair. It was when we were driving back from Wales, but yeah, I'll have to try it out sometime. I'm not a big kind of fast food kind of guy. In my local, where I live in my town, we've just had Wendy's open actually, not too long ago, and I tried there, and it was all right. I'd say it was kind of in between like a McDonald's and a Five Guys in terms of price and in terms of quality. I think Five Guys is really good. It's just quite expensive. I probably have a Five Guys once or twice a year, maybe. McDonald's, I try not to have that much. I just find McDonald's quite disappointing nowadays. The only burger I probably do like from McDonald's is a double quarter pounder with cheese, but it's not particularly good for you, is it? so it's not like I'm having it, every week or something. It's pretty rare. I think they just do that as a thing. I don't think it's advertised on the menu, but I think you can just order it any time you want. Because I've kind of asked for it before when it hasn't been advertised. It used to be like a special thing they'd do it. What is this guy doing? Absolute nutter. Keep right. Okay. I don't think I can keep right, can I? Because that guy is there. Oh well. There's probably no danger of me speeding, which is quite nice. I'm still 15 miles an hour under the speed limit. I've had my foot down for the last 5 minutes. So, yeah. But, I was saying that, I don't mind Burger King, but there isn't... I had a Burger King when I was in Wales because it was at a service station, and I was like, yeah, it's fine. I wouldn't go out of my way to have it. I think it's slightly better than McDonald's, but not by a lot. So I wouldn't go out of my way to Dallas Little Rock, half a mile. Nice. Oh, arcade zone, it's time to play. Wow, fun. I'd stop there if I could. Tex Arcana. Ooh. Just noticed I'm supposed to be off here. Too busy enjoying the sights. Unbelievable. I have not had some sort of recompense for my terrible driving yet, as in a crash or some sort of ticket, but here we go. And also this is painful. Holding everyone up behind us. 12 miles an hour. That's alright, we'll be going down here in a second, so it should be okay. Come on, little truck, you can do it. Here we go. That's it, use all that gravity. There we go. And I think I don't really know. As I said, I don't really try that many kind of fast food places. I have a rule because I don't know how it is in other countries, but in the UK we have basically 3 main takeaway delivery services nowadays. We have Uber Eats, Deliveroo, and Just Eat. Don't have DoorDash or anything like that, to my knowledge anyway. It's certainly not where I am. Maybe in London, I don't know. But basically we have this rise of things in the UK called dark kitchens. Sounds a little bit more sinister than they are, but essentially what it is that people hire a unit on an industrial estate, put in cooking equipment, and they basically just run a takeaway from there and on these Deliveroo or Uber Eats apps. And they can run multiple different takeaways from one place. So they could have a place which does burgers, they could have a place which does kind of, I don't know, donuts. I don't know why I said donuts, but, Arkansas. And the problem with them is that they're not physical units. If they fail health inspections, they can basically just kind of reopen under a different name. And their food is generally pretty substandard. Like there's nothing interesting going on there. So I generally have a rule on these ones where I only order from places which I know are actual physical restaurants, or specific kind of have actual takeaway units in the kind of town centre or somewhere, because I just don't like dark kitchens at all. I think the Mr. Beast burger thing was that for a while, which was they kind of license out these brands to people who can then just kind of cook it. Some people just cook it from their front room, and generally the food hygiene levels or the actual quality of the food is not very good. So I do try to ignore them and go with actual physical places. We've got some good independent places as well where I live, so it's nice also to kind of go with them rather than kind of super branded places. But I think the UK definitely has a problem in the sort of similar sort of towns to where I live, the kind of mid-sized towns, with them just becoming super branded. Everywhere you look, just branded restaurants, branded high streets, losing a lot of kind of independent places, which is quite sad. Because we do have, in the UK, we have this real kind of tradition of pubs, and it's something which we do really differently to most places, most places in the world, really. An English pub is a very distinct thing compared to, a bar in America or a coffee house in Europe or whatever it is, a restaurant in Greece or something. They're really very different and unique things, but we kind of are running this risk of everything just becoming a brand, because essentially it's incredibly hard to make money in these things without having some sort of major discount from bulk buying stuff. So we've kind of done it to ourselves in that sense. We've had, I guess, by going off on a complete tangent here to what I was talking about, as usual, we have in the UK we have an incredibly strong kind of independent brewing scene, yet we are running out of pubs that are actually independent, in a kind of an irony. So yeah, we'll see where the future leads us, I guess. But on a lighter note, we are 120 miles away, so we've done pretty well so far. 2 hours, 7 minutes. I can't remember what the actual equation of what game time to real time is, but that's not very long, to be fair. We won't need to sleep. I know we're getting close to that, but we'll be okay. And we can kind of enjoy the Arkansas landscape. I like the kind of trees. They almost look a little bit gnarly, don't they? And I guess it's going to be incredibly flat around here as well, in that sense of the kind of marshier lands. The bogs, as it were, should be a lot flatter than railroad road construction. Is that still a thing? Wow. Coming up for 8 PM, so hopefully it should still be daylight. Listen, the UK at the minute, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it's dark now, so this is a real blessing here. Oh, are they like some sort of apple orange trees or something? They're very cool. It's very depressing when you get to this time of year, like in winter, where you kind of get up and it's dark. you go to work, you come home, it's dark, and you're like, ugh. Also, it rained most of the day today. In fact, some parts of the UK have had snow as well. I have a real dislike for snow. I know that kind of makes me a bit of a grump in that case, but I don't mind it. It frustrates me that it stops me from getting to work a lot of the time, which I know is a silly thing because, like, oh, I'm snowed in or whatever, but it's just a pain. It just causes a problem, and then I like it when it settles. It looks stunning. Obviously, it's fun to snowball fights, make a snowman, all that sort of thing. Then what you get for the next few days is this just sludge everywhere. Horrible. I have incredibly bad balance as well. I'm actually not going to overtake this guy, that'd be silly. I have incredibly bad balance and I just fall over on ice all the time, so I just really detest snow. Also that thing where you have to de-ice your car every day, like, oh god, do not miss that. Do not miss that at all. I like a very temperate climate, I must say, which is, listen, I live in the UK, we have generally a pretty temperate climate. When we have the extreme heat or when we have the extreme cold, I'm not a fan. I'll be honest, I do better in the cold. I just seem to run hot. I don't know what it is. We're going off here, aren't we? Are we? No, we're not. Because we can't. That was confusing. Yeah, I just run hot, so, whatever it is, even if it's like -4, I'm not too bad. I rarely wear a coat. It has to be really cold for me to wear a coat. But in the summer, yeah, I dislike the extreme heat a lot. I just sit there with just a fan on full blast at me, sweating away. The natural state. Very nice. I think were we going to an airport, I think. I don't know. Oh, look at that bridge over there. That's fancy, Dan, isn't it? It's a fancy bridge. Is that one of those ones where the middle comes up to let through boats? If it is, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool indeed. That is like that, isn't it? That's awesome. I think it's like that anyway. Yeah, I think it is. Let very tall ships through. And then we're on the bridge. Not a spectacular bridge, but that's pretty cool. Looks like possibly a railway bridge. I don't know. Is it a road bridge? Can you go over it, I wonder? Whoa. I think we might have a crash. Unbelievably, we didn't. That's my bad. Again, how I have not had a crash or some sort of ticket so far is an absolute miracle. We've got 33 miles to go. This could be a completely clean delivery, which, I'd be the first one to say is not deserved. Jacksonville, Memphis. Ooh, that's a nice building. Is that like the State House or something? That's pretty cool. Bald knob. I'm sorry, I am like 5 years old, but that just caught me by surprise there. Yeah. Okay, shout out to all of you who live in Bald Knob. I'd love to know what Bald Knob is like. Is it a fun place to live? Why on earth have they not changed the name? Is it the only interesting thing about Bald Knob? Is that why they haven't changed it? Because people like to come to Bald Knob just to say, I've been to Bald Knob. That could be one of the things, I guess. Ooh, look at this. Oh, swampy wompy. I like it. Okay, we seem to be coming up. Is it me, or are those clouds looking pretty nice up there as well? That looks like something I've not seen before. Looking at that, come on, right, I really took that corner badly. Red light violation. I knew it couldn't last it. we were 2 miles away. We nearly had the clean run. Oh dear. I was so confused. I was thinking so much about Taco Kingdom, because I was going to say that in where I live, and in the UK in general, we do have Taco Bell. There's a few of them now. They're terrible. They're absolutely awful. Abominations. This is what I can say. Just nothing redeemable about them, is there? The food is awful. Oh God, I did it again. I wasn't even looking. The curse of Taco Bell. Taco Bell karma. For those Taco Bell haters out there. Okay. I love it when there's like a gate like that. What the hell are you going to be doing with this machinery, guys? I do not even know. Right. I'm not even gonna try. I thought we were getting more than 32 grand for it. Huh. Never mind. I mean, we got 200 grand in the bank. How are we doing as our drivers? Are they making money? They are making some money, so that's good. And do we have... still got a big loan, I think, haven't we? We've got 282 left to repay. So we're not getting far away from actually just being able to repay that. In all honesty, though, at £1,800 a day, it sounds like a lot, but I guess the interest rate's pretty bad. But oh, sorry, it's 5,700 a day. So yeah, we might want to pay that off at some point. And that way we'll actually be making some better money, I think. We've still got the 3 trucks as well, which is good. Excellent. Next time, having a look here, seeing that... I'm going to turn my mouse back on now because it's a lot easier. Yeah, we've got a lot of this area here to kind of explore. We've got a lot of stuff to explore. I'd like to go to Kansas, actually. That might be an idea next time. And then I'd also like to kind of get back up here as well a little bit. And I haven't even gone to Seattle yet as well. Aberdeen. We've got an Aberdeen in Scotland. Maybe even go to Bellingham, the furthest kind of north place on the map. Do a Brownsville, Bellingham kind of route. That'd be interesting. Out of interest, where's the... what's the longest one? We've got Houston to Spokane. Ooh. How many miles is that, I wonder? A lot, I'm guessing. And this one's not too... oh, actually, that's pretty bad, actually, yeah. Goes through 5 states there. 138,000, though. But yeah, next time, as I said, I might try and go to Kansas. What have we got going to Kansas? Norfolk. We've got a Norfolk as well. This is Kansas. Dodge City. Wow. Absolute classic. So I haven't got anything from there that goes to Kansas. Grand Canyon. That could be fun. I can't see a Kansas City itself, but we'll have a look. Go back to Las Vegas again. There's so much to do and see, isn't there? Never ends. But yeah, till next time, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.